Damas y caballeros, bienvenidos al show de las guerras malvadas. Aquí con nosotros el estandarte de oro, Melvin Mayhem. Melvin, bienvenido al show.
What's going on, Fantastico? What the fuck you doing on my show? Where's Flip? Get Flip out here.
Mira, tenía que empezar este show porque había una ocurrencia con el blank check flip que, Dios mío, ojalá y estas damas les metan unas cachetadas a ese idiota pendejo, porque, Dios mío. Pero Melvin, te dejo, ahorita viene entrando el IWA flip y los
Bring
dejo.
the man of the hour in, Fantastico.
Los dejo, con permiso. Melvin, what up?
What's going on, Flip? The fuck was that? Who told Fantastico he could fucking join us on this podcast?
He said he wanted to shout out Blank Check Flip. Anyway. Oh, that's not what he said. That's not what he said. You're supposed to test it.
All I heard was sandwiches and...
Are we recording? You said we weren't going to record about sandwiches.
Yeah, we're on the air. It's too late. Anyway, welcome to the show, Flip. How's it going?
Oh, bro. It's going, bro. It's summer and the IWA is in full effect, bro. Full fucking effect.
That's an understatement right now. And I gotta say, before we even get started, I have to wait. I gotta give you your props, Flip. I'm officially taking the useless moniker off of your plate.
Yeah, right.
You have been on a fucking roll. Not to mention, you won your first singles regional title in the WWL in 28 cycles. Congratulations. Gotta give it up to everybody listening at home.
Don't you got like stats? Isn't this like the first cycle I was active officially?
Listen, this fucking guy, we're gonna get into it, but he was so fucking happy. He ended up in the LNL. He's causing fucking havoc over there. I guess the partying and the winning got to him. But man, I gotta say, Flip, you know, everything that you've been doing, you just risen from the dead. I don't know what the fuck happened, what weed you smoking, but it's good to have you back, brother.
You know what it is? It's called star fucking vation, motherfucker. When you're starving, fuck. You start getting delusional. You start getting visions. I mean,
whatever it is, it's working because you're putting out some A+ material, not only here in the Wicked Wars, but you're hyping up the No One Safe pay-per-view, which I'll briefly touch on at the end of this. But man, kudos to you. You know, you're doing your thing. You've returned to form, Flip. You have returned to form, so I can no longer call you useless.
Dang. So are we gonna talk about viral vengeance today, or
what? This motherfucker.
No, it's not. Oh.
Don't stop breaking my balls now, buddy. Let's not reverse course so quickly.
Yeah, take one step back off the cliff already.
It's a little too soon, Flip. A little too soon. Let's let you shine for a couple cycles before we go there. So yeah, guys, everybody at home, welcome. This is a Trash Talk edition. We're covering Cycle 28's Trash Talk, and my goodness, it was a lot. This was another jam-packed cycle of some quality trash talk across the board. I was super excited to see a lot of these people continuing to step up with their trash talk, getting, you know, better each cycle, calling out other members. We had some new debuts. It seems like now we're having a debut damn near every cycle, which is a good thing. That means the league is growing, is prospering. We're about to have some returns coming along. We had another return this cycle, which I'm going to get into momentarily. But as you can see for yourself, Flip, right now, I think the WWL has never been hotter. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah. Right now, I mean, it's... Yeah, it comes in like little roller coasters, you know, little ups and downs.
Ebbs and flows.
We're definitely on one of the ups.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I can't wait to see Melvin just fucking fall. Oh wait a minute, Dude, are we recording? we recording? Oh man, no one is safe, Melvin. No one.
No one is safe. Not even me. Not even me. I know I'm not safe. Don't worry about it. We'll get into all of that. But listen, before we jump into the trash talk, obviously we're gonna cover these champions or los campeones of Cycle 28. Flip, will you do the honors of butchering these titles like you always do?
What?
Or
No.
maybe you won't, since you're not used to this anymore. You might actually get through this without fucking up.
Right.
So let's give it a shot.
As long as this text that you're using cooperates.
Yes,
Right,
you see, I changed the text just for you, Flip.
Yes.
You can't fuck this up.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. The only one that can, mess things up is the Desert Gopher herself, the Crest of Chaos champion Inazuma. Oh man, you know what? I wouldn't want a sandwich from that bitch if she made one.
And listen, speaking of Inazuma, and I did say I was gonna mention this, but not only did she become the Crest of Chaos champion, she also won Diamond Federation and the American title. So congratulations, Inazuma, for bringing home some IWA Report gold.
America. Yo soy. Bringing it home. Bringing it home, Inazuma.
Bring it home, Inazuma. Congrats.
Twisted Carnage champion. Did this guy ever leave the fucking title page? Fire.
Listen, Fire's on fucking roll, man. But we'll get to that.
Nice. Smoldering, the Prophet. Who is this? Preston Living. Who is this guy again? Livingston? Where'd this guy come from?
This is Damian Livingston's bigger brother, the Prophet Preston Livingston. Debuted.
Oh, then he's definitely the smellier one, the smellier star. Oh, poor guy. Nice Cord of Torment. And this guy, I bet, has a great cord. Hell, Uranus. No? Cord of Torment, baby.
Inside joke.
He's going to get you, bro. Belt of Subtlety. Yes, the one and only.
Perfecto Lucha.
Nice. It's always good to see him under Hal. Ah.
And I gotta make a correction. I did say it was Señor Increíble that won but no, it was Perfecto. So let me make a correction now. Congrats to Perfecto for winning his first regional in the WWO. Good job, Perfecto.
And the Misery champion there, Mike Pizzas, still doing it, rocking it. Now you know what? I just found out that this is that Japanese bastard's little brother.
Huh.
So
they have history.
So for anyone out there, if you've seen, the iCamp crew is offering free memberships to the Japaslap club. All you got to do is
love it. Slap them up.
Slap them up. So I guess Mike Pizzas also qualifies. So if you slap him, you get a free membership to the Slap a Jap club.
Keep it in the family.
Keep it in the family. Yeah. Girdle of the Berserk. The Juggalos of all Juggalos, Skittles. You know, Juggalo? Juggalo? Juggling, Juggalo. Skittles! Yay! Tasteless Rainbow. Or what is it? No, not... no. Oh, man. Here we go. Infernal Vengeance. Every Wife's Dream. Rhonda Pureheart. Every Wife's Dream? Lesbians?
Mm-hmm.
We got
We got it all in the Wicked Wars. You know that. I'll leave it at that.
Lesbian sandwiches. Catholic Goddess is our gun belt of hell. Champion Abigail Pureheart. Holy sandwiches too? Goodness.
Mm-hmm. Thou art correct.
Amazing. Chain of Echoes, Big Cheese himself, Stephen Kuerkel. Having a little trouble with a rat, but...
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
He'll be all right. He'll survive. A little shower didn't hurt. Shattered Bloodlust is the one and only yeast infection. You will definitely not be taking a sandwich from her.
Nope.
Whispered. Nobody wants that. Nobody. Yeah. Yeast infection, you end up with scabies and just scratching all over. Yeah, they don't want that. That's RoboCat. Whispered Agony, the Black Widow, Denise Destiny. Denise Destiny, what's she been up to? You know the commissioner's been in trouble around here. Sadaku lady's been, taking people's heads off. Where have you been? My goodness. A Band of Distant Wars tag team champions, the team of Lightning Tiger and Dragon King, not to be confused with Sly Blade Tiger King.
Very good.
Band of Distant War TV champions, we got Staph and Yeast Infection, both of which you want nothing to do with.
Nope. Keep your distance. That's year-round social distancing.
That's year-round social distancing. Circle of Sanity, the Stonewalls. Welcome back after that. You know what? After they got taken out by the Crypt Keepers, they've been a little quiet. So glad to see them back on on top.
You did say you wanted to see them reunite and focus on six-man instead of the singles.
Yeah, there they are.
They did it. They came back, and not only are they the Circle of Sanity, but they are also the current IWA World Six-Man Champion. So kudos to the brilliant return of the Stonewall Brothers.
So be like, here, bitches, you wanted some action? Here you go.
There you go. They had the creme de la creme of the IWA.
Now, on the other side of the spectrum, we got MJ the Bingo Slayer with his fair share of bladder and bacterial infection. So,
these are now the two-time U.S. World Six-Man Champions. So congratulations to defending the IWA US World Six-Man Championships this cycle. So kudos to the Infection for getting it done, along with the Stonewalls, and of course, as we mentioned earlier, Inazuma, all getting it done.
I mean, if you walked into the ring and you saw your opponent was the Bingo Slayer, bro, just scratching himself, like just like all ashy, just no cocoa butter in sight, like. Dude, you wouldn't want to get near that, dude. Nope. I'd let it take the belt, bro. As a matter of fact,
I lay down 1, 2, 3.
Keep it. Oh man. Now someone that's been eating way too many chilies. Fire. He's still on fuego. This is what, number 7? This is number
I think he's won. I think 7 or 8 now. He's the most dominant battle royal winner we have so far. It's not even close right now. That's how fucking, mind you, not only that, but he also is the Twisted Carnage, so that says something. That he's not only winning the battle royals, but he's fucking got the TV title this cycle.
Now this cycle, the battle royal was Fatal 4-Way or no?
No, it was not. No, it was not.
Fire, ice.
It was quite a few actually this cycle. I think it was over 20 something. It was a nice amount this cycle. So kudos to Fire getting it done, continuing to dominate the battle royal scene. So now that we got through the champions after like half hour, now we're gonna get into the trash talk, Flip. And again, we had some pretty deep write-ups this cycle. I'm gonna set it off. Obviously, I had the first one of the cycle. We're gonna jump right into it. I'll speak in third person. This was myself returning finally. Balin freed me, Flip, and he made the biggest mistake of his life, letting me go. Because this cycle I returned, and I have a call to arms, and I'm officially declaring war on the Living Nightmare League. And as you can see for yourself, the invasion has already begun, because not only have we had Señor Increíble causing havoc, we've had the Crypt Keepers going to pay the patients a visit. We've had ICAM doing a number on Fox Woman. We have the Beast of Lego Vadan about to put it on Wolfman Joe. We had Impassive Knave searching for Pravis. We have fucking Urkel and Squeaky going back and forth. Right now, I think I can't even put into words how excited I am for this war that has commenced between the Wicked Wars League and the Living Nightmare League. What are your thoughts on what's going on right now between these two leagues?
Oh man, all I gotta say is that a pussy shot a fucking laser rocket out of her ass and fucking Skittles almost burned his.
Skittles still trying to figure out how to respond to that. He's trying to figure out the cat. He doesn't know what to do with a robot cat that shoots lasers. Flip.
Oh man, come on now.
Tell him you gotta get creative.
Gotta just
Shut the pussy down.
Think outside the box. Yeah, but yeah. I guarantee you, as soon as he figures it out, he's gonna have fun with
absolutely.
how to beat that pussy.
Oh, that's gonna be a good one right there. So I hope Skittles has some fun with that one. Next up, we had Abigail Pureheart and the Arrogant One, Jeremy Nace. And in this case, Abigail informed Nace that Jacob and Nigel have fled the WWL to become monks. Now, apparently, from what I'm hearing, they couldn't hack it. Remember, they first came into the league claiming that they were going to get rid of all the crazy shit that was going on. And, they wanted to just purify the entire league. I said it from the beginning. Good luck trying to do that because it's just not going to happen. No team will ever come in here and disrupt the craziness that happens in the Wicked. And unfortunately for them, they got the picture and they went on to become monks. This obviously pissed off Nace, but Nace let it be known that he knows exactly who to replace because, in case people forgot, the Purehearts were in a war or a soon-to-be war with Brick City Brawlers. They've been going back and forth, but now, since they up and left, Nace needed someone to replace the Purehearts in this little feud going on, and he's found just the team to do it, which we're going to get into in a little bit. So this is going to get exciting now that Jacob and Nigel are somewhere in the mountains meditating. Who knows what the fuck they're doing?
Celibate. You know what?
They're celibate right now.
I don't know. I don't know what Abigail is promoting but man, dude, if she got two people to just get up and go, man, dude, that must be some foul fucking morning smell she got, bro. I mean, fuck. I mean, I would hope she, kind of, sprinkle some kind of holy water on it or something to, keep it tame. Keep the demons
holy
away.
Holy douche.
Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me.
So next up, we have the tag team of Brutal and Bonito. For those that don't know, these are members of Brick City Brawlers. They are the tag team. And they were draped in gold this cycle, including the BBL World titles, Shattered Bloodlust, and Twisted Carnage titles. And apparently, Eddie, he had to make a decision which belt he won. And wouldn't you know, he ended up throwing the Bloodbath title in the trash. Talk about having to focus on the upcoming tag tournament and throw more dirt on the Purehearts. But as I just finished, Purehearts are somewhere in the mountains on their celibate life right now. So they're going to have some new people to contend with. So it should be interesting to see who these two people are that the Arrogant One is going to throw their way. But what do you think about Eddie throwing the Bloodbath World title in the trash?
I mean, that's saying a lot because, I mean, in case you are, like the useless one, myself, and live under a rock from time to time, the BBL is on fire again. I mean, they had I guess rejuvenation. Shout out to Commissioner Derek Tuttle for, leading that one there. And so to see, even with all that's going on there, to see them just kind of be like, you know what?
Fuck them. Wow. And then, mind you, this was similar to what happened when Black Mass made their debut in the Wicked Wars. If you recall, they threw away the Imperial titles in the trash and set them on fire. But as we all know, it didn't work out too well for Black Mass. They couldn't cut it here in the WWL. So, that's for another story.
The Wicked. Well, you know what? Yeah,
I hear they're doing good things other places, but they just couldn't cut it here in the WWL. So,
just putting it out there. He said, putting it out.
Just putting that out there. They couldn't cut it here, just like I said. So now, next up, we have the Crypt Keepers, everyone's favorite six-man team. Obviously, they're the hottest six-man team in the WWL until somebody proves them wrong. They were discussing getting ready for their title defense against the Flamingo Brothers and revisiting their rivalry. Of course, for those that forget, the Flamingo Brothers did have an ongoing feud with the Crypt Keepers. A lot of back and forth were going on, a lot of locker room brawls. They had a brawl in the cemetery at one point. So it's going to be nice to see these guys revisit that rivalry. And
now, wait a minute. Wait. Pause.
Okay. Go.
we have the undefeated, for a long time, the undefeated Crypt Keepers
Yes.
against, correct me if I'm wrong, but the fucking Flamingos couldn't pick up a win in that 6-man.
Yeah, but they came back and started winning some gold.
The fuck does that matter? I'm talking about fucking longevity. I'm talking about already established, oof. There's no way one title is gonna fucking supersede how good fucking the Crypt Keepers have been doing.
Actually, it was 2 leading up to this, which is why they're getting their chance now.
2? The Flamingos?
Listen, you're talking about titles, and your boy Perfecto just won 1 out of 28 fucking tries. Let's not undermine the importance of winning gold here in this league, okay?
I'm just trying to establish that rivalry is probably gonna end up with some plucked Flamingos, bro.
I'm saying this now, and I think I said it on another show. I'm saying it now. The Flamingos are gonna be the ones to dethrone the Crypt Keepers. I'm sticking to that. That is my prediction. Crypt Keepers will lose to the Flamingo Brothers at Wicked City Chaos 2. Remember, I said that. So now, continuing.
You're gonna have to decide, because I don't know, man. I mean, if the Flamingos aren't the biggest, pussy here, who then?
You gotta understand something. The Flamingos. You want to talk about history and longevity? The Flamingos have a storied history already. Remember, they came from the ECL, so they already have a storied history there. When they were in the ECL, winning gold, winning commissioner titles, they didn't come here as some fucking newbies. They already had their own background. But like you like to say, that's a whole nother league and has nothing to do with the club. Exactly. But since they've been here, they have proven to be one of the better 6-man teams here. Now they finally got their chance. They're this close to winning those Trinity titles, which is the most coveted title in the 6-man division. And because of that, I don't think they're gonna drop the ball this time, and they will be the ones. Listen, you can only ride momentum for so long. Crypt Keepers have been on.
How long is that series?
Which series?
The Flamingos versus the Crypt Keepers?
It wasn't a series. They were just going back and forth.
Oh, fuck that shit. Then I thought we were talking about a series.
No.
All right, well,
Flamingos won a couple. Crypt Keepers. This was before the Crypt Keepers went on that ridiculous run that they've been on. So the Flamingos have wins over the Crypt Keepers, but just not on this stage. So now this is for all the marbles. And because of that, with the momentum they have, I think they're going to be the ones to do it. We'll see. I might be wrong, but I'm telling you, that's my opinion based off what I've seen so far. So not only were they talking about their rivalry, but Holocaust was reminding Kabuki that even though he has to beat Dreamslayer, which we all know Kabuki Dragon and Dreamslayer are their own little beasts right now, he has to focus on the Unholy Trinity titles. Kabuki says he's ready and also entered himself in the Calamity Contract Tournament.
Oh, nice. The Calamity's back.
That's back. Remember, Extreme cashed in ahead of time. That's one thing that I love, that he actually cashed in 2 cycles before the pay-per-view. That's some gutsy shit. But because he officially cashed in, now I'm holding a new tournament for the next Calamity Contract briefcase. So that opened up an opportunity for a whole nother 16 wrestlers to try to get that briefcase, and eventually, you never know, get the title of their choice. We'll see. So next up, we had Derek Ace, another member of Brick City Brawlers. He came out to address the audience. Remember, he was last cycle's Crest of Chaos champion, so he walked out with the title. He was talking about people doubting Brick City Brawlers from the beginning. Talked about single-handedly plowing through the Pure Hearts and Mr. Hustle coming up short to win the Crest of Chaos title. Now he's ready for all comers since he has officially proven himself. Which obviously, if you put the Crest of Chaos that fast, you're the real deal. So I'm not gonna put nothing past Derek Ace. He came. He said he was gonna win, and just like that, 2 cycles later, he was the Crest of Chaos champion. So let's see where his career goes from here. Next up, we have, I love this one, Eater of Worlds, Michael King. And for those that don't know, before I get into this, if you're not familiar with the storyline going on with Michael King, he underwent some sort of a transformation. Apparently, he was been infected or possessed by some kind of demon that came through one of the portals from the LNL. We don't know what this demon is. It's reminiscent of Spawn, but he's been overtaken, and he's been using this spirit demon to communicate and travel between Wicked City and the LNL. So he went to actually pay Mayhem a visit before Mayhem was released from Balin's, clutches, so to speak. And he started telling him about the Crypt Keepers. He's learned a lot from the Crypt Keepers. He learned a lot from the body of the man he possessed, which is Michael King, of course. Says that he's loyal to Mayhem, but there's a plan in place, so he may want to watch over his shoulder upon his return. Not sure what that meant, but maybe we'll find out. He also says that Mayhem may be offered a goblet of wine while still captive in the LNL, but needs to refuse it at all costs and let himself be sent home. So apparently it looks like this demon, there's something going on with the demon in the LNL. Maybe he works for Balin or something, but I think the human form, which is Michael King, is kind of being resilient and still loyal to Mayhem, so he's kind of torn. And I guess because of that, he kind of gave Mayhem the advanced warning and said, listen, if you're presented with this, don't take it because it's going to turn bad. You're going to fail. You know what I mean? So it looks like he heeded his warning and Mayhem is safely back in Wicked City. So he did him a favor, but let's see where this goes. I actually like that angle, the way he took that one.
Nice.
What are your thoughts on that? That's a nice twist.
Oh no, I mean, especially with everything that has transpired prior to this. I mean, you had Sadaku come through, so just to see managers pick up on it's like I guess the best way I can say it is you can't have your fighters walking around with their head up their ass.
Exactly.
I mean, like if you try and keep up, thankfully Melvin, you got these shows that we put out, try and get everything caught up. Obviously, I think I fell right into that same I guess IWA hole where sometimes you just forget to keep up with what's going on, and so but when you do, it just makes it more it makes it more interesting, and it makes it easier to even engage and participate.
Exactly.
Even if you got a fucking cat from the LNL shooting lasers
at you. Here's the bigger question though, and I think this question is for some reason flying under the radar and no one's brought it up yet, and I'm gonna bring it up on this podcast right now. Where and how are all of these WWL superstars ending up in the LNL? I'm gonna leave it at that because there's a surprise coming in the LNL that might answer that question. Because if you think about it, how in the fuck, if the gates close and Balin closed off the gate and the box is no longer in use, he already sent Mayhem home. How the fuck are all these people coming from Wicked City and going back to the LNL? Can't be the portals. You can't keep using the portal scenario. So maybe we'll find out next cycle. I'll leave it at that.
That'll be a nice reveal. Yeah, it should be fun.
That's a nice head scratcher right there. Next up, we have Extreme Survivor. Extreme Survivor was sitting in a cemetery with the Calamity contract in his lap. This was before he officially cashed it in. Says after his loss to Skittles, the voices in his head have returned. And we all know that when that happens, that's when he's his most sadistic. Says lightning won't strike twice for Skittles. He warns that Valentino is just a casualty in this war and still owes Pizzazz for his loss and seeks to win back the Nefarious title and become obviously a two-time Nefarious World Heavyweight Champion. Now, what are your thoughts on Extreme's chances in this Fatal 4? And do you think that he's going to successfully cash in a Calamity contract?
I mean, obviously he put himself in that position because he wanted to be. So he, obviously
that's gutsy.
Yeah, I mean, you don't throw yourself and you don't waste an opportunity like that. I mean, first of all, you could have taken an easier way and chosen a different time where it's not a Fatal 4-way, but he's you gotta like I guess the thought process leading up to it, because in a 3-way there's always somebody kind of just idle at one point. As where a Fatal 4-way, it's basically mano a mano engage.
Exactly. See, and that's another and another thing I like too about these types of wrestlers like Extreme Survivor, issuing open challenges or cashing it early, or Pizzazz putting out open challenges, knowing that the odds are gonna be stacked. Like, these are the wrestlers I have more respect for in the Wicked Wars. I don't like the ones that complain. Like, we have some superstars right now, I won't mention by name, they know who they are, that complain about favors being Skittles. They complain that people get favors done for them and yada yada, all this fucking bullshit. Meanwhile, you got people like this that are going into these fucking unfortunate consequences, and these outnumbered favors are against them, and they don't give a shit. They're in there for the war. They don't care how many people are involved. they're gonna fight, and if they win, they win. You know, those are the ones that get the respect, so not the ones that sit back and cry and say, why can't I have a 1-on-1 or two? Man, fuck that. If you really want it, it don't matter if it's 1-on-1, 2-on-1, 3-on-1, 8-on-1. You're gonna find a way to win. You know what I mean? Just ask Urkel when he had that fatal 4-way. Nobody gave him a shot in hell, and he came out and won a fucking Hell in a Cell. You know what I mean? So
yeah, just ask Mayhem.
I gotta put that out there.
Nobody gave his, IK.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You guys won.
That's it. That's fucking it. God damn it. Take advantage of the opportunity, and that's all I could tell you.
And you won your rivalry matches this cycle?
Excuse me?
You won your rivalry matches this cycle?
Ice Queen Felicity. I don't even know, to be honest. I think I did one. I think I did. Did I? Yeah, I did. You hit me up telling me I won.
Fuck.
I think your words were, I destroyed your guys.
No.
I'll leave it at
that. No. not a word that comes out of my mouth, let me tell you.
I don't know what to tell you. Next up, Ice Queen Felicity Fate. She addresses the Mistress of Pain, Susie Sweet. And chat, I love this flip. This match right here, I think is the most unique fucking match I've ever heard of in the IWA. And you know, that's, as I'm saying, you know, that sounds probably crazy because there's been so many type of match stipulations in all these different leagues in the IWA. But listen to this. She's challenging Susie Sweet to a dark
bacon, lettuce, and
I left myself open for that one. No, seriously. So she's challenging her to a dark fate death match. What this match consists of, two sides of the ring have electric barbed wire. The other two are exposed with no ropes, but at the ring side, wooden tables laced with thumbtacks, glass, firecrackers, and fucking explosives. Listen, I don't know how the fuck they're gonna survive this match, but apparently this is right up Felicity Fate's alley, and she's never lost a match like this. So I don't know what Susie Sweet's gonna get herself into, because if I know Susie, she's not gonna back down from this. I know Wolf Tyrant Stable, they would never back down from a challenge like this. So I know Susie's gonna say, let's do it. But man, would you sign up for a match like that?
Whoever your insurance carries, you make sure you up your coverage, because
you better have them on speed dial, because
fucking A.
That's not gonna end well for either. You know, even if you win, you're gonna come out
right. Yeah. You know, that's just lawsuits waiting to happen.
Oh,
even the fans. I mean, you're gonna be, splattering blood and thumbtacks flying everywhere.
I don't want to be front row for that one. Just make sure you got your mask, because that Rona is out there, so you don't want to catch anything.
Keep away.
I think it's in Wicked City too, so social distancing, 6 feet from the ring.
Oh, I thought you were gonna put up the glass things like hockey. So
yeah,
the blood splatters on the blood splatters.
Yeah. Little windshield wipers. Who knows? Make it interesting. Nice. Next up, we have Inazuma. Again, Inazuma's on fire again. She's never really fell off, to be honest. She's always been consistent since she's been in the league. So kudos to Inazuma. But she walked into the ring where Grand Wizard, Shiba Khan, Tanya E. Dangerously, Raven Blackheart, Gogo Suzuki, and Luscious Luna Phoenix were all waiting. Officially recognizes that an alliance has been forged, shakes Grand Wizard's hand, and makes it official, being the final member to join the stable. Now, again, I mentioned this in a previous podcast. Grand Wizard came, and he's been trying to coerce talent that he feels is worthy of joining this super stable that he's trying to create in the female division. And it looks like the stable is officially together, and it will debut next cycle. So I'm excited to see where this goes. If I'm not mistaken, their leader is Tanya E. Dangerously. And this is going to be crazy, because right now we already have what I would call the biggest super stable that's ever happened in the women's division, is the Sisters of Destruction. And of course, I'm speaking of current Goddess Extreme champion, Irresistible Candy, the sisters, Denise Destiny, Dawn Destiny, and Miss Eva Danger. What's so funny, Flip?
Well, yeah.
Exactly. Next up,
Irresistible Candy.
Goddamn right. If I'm not mistaken, she's the one that beat Inazuma and now has the title around her waist. So what do you have to say about that, Flip? Exactly. I didn't think so.
Put the belt on for the line, dude. My Savage to beat that bitch for fucking
next up.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Yo,
the Savages have already beat and your age.
What color the Savages? Are they even in the league still?
What's the other one? Viral, yeah, Viral, yeah.
Listen, your Savages are somewhere playing with Bigfoot in the LNL. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. They're stroking his balls right now. Next up, we had the infection, bladder, bacterial, and bingo. They're all celebrating, drinking beers, and the celebration is obviously because, like I mentioned earlier, they are officially two-time IWA US World Six-Man Champions, and basically they're reminding everybody that they are the hottest six-man team in the entire IWA. I wouldn't say they're the hottest; they're definitely one of the hottest teams in the IWA, obviously. I can't take anything away from the Stonewall Brothers as well. So that's why I'm saying that. So kudos to them again for getting it done, for the infection getting it done. So it's exciting to see them doing their thing. Next up, we have the inmates debuting. The inmates are the two people that the arrogant one was referring to replace the Pure Hearts in this battle with Brick City Brawlers. And apparently their names are Alcatraz and Cellmate 666. They quickly called out Fire and Ice. Literally right off the bat, calling out Brothers of Destruction is ballsy, saying they have zero respect for them. And they say they're coming for those Mayhem titles. So that's going to be interesting to see. What are your thoughts on these newbies coming in and calling out the Brothers of Destruction?
Oh man, I mean, first of all, I mean, they're the Brothers of the Destructions have already made a name for themselves here, throughout the last year. I mean, I think Fire's got a little, big-headed right now with his current, individual success, but regardless of that, I don't think, the Brothers of Destructions are separating anytime soon. So,
of course not. Plus, they are the reigning Mayhem Tag Team Champions. So,
yeah, these inmates better, better watch themselves. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough when you try and go. I mean, I know they say you got to go after the biggest dog, but
I respect it. But in this case, like I said, we all see what happened to Black Mass.
Yeah, I mean, it's a like I said, come get it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I gotta come and get it. I don't like their chances, but listen, I'm not gonna put nothing past them. I know nothing about these guys. I don't know their history. They're here with a clean slate, so I can't really, fall back on a past history of them. I have no clue. I don't know what to expect from them. Maybe they will be the ones to knock off, Brothers of Destruction, but I highly doubt it. Again, that's gonna be a tall task for any tag team coming in here. It doesn't matter who you are. So we'll see. Next up, we had the Backup and Cupcake. They were interviewed outside an arena. Cupcake takes a call and is heard saying, "You'll be here next week. Great." And walks away as the Backup tells a reporter they have a surprise coming. And I think the surprise is coming this cycle coming up. Not sure what it is, but then the Backup goes on to talk about Skittles being highly overrated, with his only accomplishment being that he defeated Extreme Survivor in that open challenge.
Ooh.
When half the roster have done the same thing as well, will make his life a living hell from this cycle on. So it looks like Skittles, he doesn't, not only does he have to worry about a laser shooting cat, he's got to worry about the Backup. So what do you think of this? The fact that Skittles, since he's been here, he's already made a couple enemies.
Well, I mean, when you got, the paint fucking dripping off your face the way he does. Oh man.
He's definitely he's gonna have a rough few cycles, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean,
he's also in the main event at Wicked City K. He has a chance for the Nefarious title also. So this is his chance, man. If he wants to back up all this talk he's saying, this is his moment that he has to capture it. Because if he doesn't walk out of Wicked City Castle as the Nefarious champion, then there will be zero respect for him. In my eyes, he's gonna have to work his ass off to try to get that shit back. So, but we'll see. We'll see.
Never know. I mean, you already seen in the crossover, looking down on the roster, RoboCat was like, just at a name alone, just at a name alone, who would you be? I agree with him. It's like who has the fucking, and so again, but if he proves us wrong and brings home the title, then it's
he'll be the man. He'll be the man. He'll have all the respect, and I wouldn't be able to take it from him. So we'll see. Next up, Flip, the return of Into Uranus. You already know this is probably my favorite show, and it was good to see Hal come back. This fucking guy is the biggest narcissist walking Wicked City today. I think if the guy could sniff his own farts, he would. He probably does. Has the balls to interview himself on this cycle's Into Your Anus. So instead of going out and getting somebody, this guy literally had a TV monitor and interviewed his fucking self. Goes on to say that he has the best show ever, which he does. I have to agree. Says he was away from the league because he felt he's done everything there is to do in the WWL, and he actually contemplated leaving the league because of this. But he realized the WWL is no place for quitters. Actually visited Mayhem in the LNL. I didn't even know this. So again, who is opening up these gateways or whatever and letting these Wicked City superstars go into the LNL undetected? We're going to cover that next cycle. But Hal was apparently one of these people that paid Mayhem a visit in the LNL, struck a deal with him, and now he is officially the guest referee for the Fatal 4-Way match at Wicked City Chaos 2. That's huge. That is huge. And remember, he is the original Nefarious World Heavyweight Champion. So I don't know if this is his way of like getting a feel for the talent that's here now since he's been away. But I think Hal is up to something, obviously. He also says that
Hal is up.
Oh, you know, he's up all the way. He also said he hasn't been the same since Holy was taken from him. Now, listen, I don't know what the fuck Holy is, and I'm not saying what Holy is. I don't know if it's one of his toys, but apparently it was taken away from him, and it pissed him off. So now you got a pissed off Hal coming back. That can't be good. Cover your asses. It's not going to be good. Beware the golden cock. It has returned. Full force. So next up, we had Irresistible Candy holds a round table meeting with the Sisters of Destruction. Again, it's herself, Eva Danger, Denise Destiny, and Dawn Destiny. They're talking about giving Tanya a shot at her title because she wants to cut off the head of this new female faction she keeps hearing about, which again debuts officially this cycle coming up. They all agree that it's the right call as Eva warns Candy not to take Tanya lightly. Candy says there is only one true force in the women's division, and they are all sitting at this table. Right now, again, I'm super excited to see how this is going to play out because we're going to have two big factions going at it in the women's division. This is going to take the women's division to a whole nother level, and I'm just excited to see how this is going to play out over the next few cycles because it's going to be big. Put it that way. Next up, we had the Lightning Kings. Mr. Siggs recaps all of Tiger and Dragon's title accomplishments, and mind you, it's a laundry list of titles between the Lightning Kings. Just Lightning Tiger alone, single-handedly, he's been on a fucking tear, but you can't count out Dragon as well. Also talked about Lightning Tiger being in the Extreme Desolation Unification match. Again, for those that forgot, at Wicked City Chaos, I am officially unifying the Wicked, Wayward title and the Eliminator X title. It will now be called the Extreme Desolation Championship. And this is in order for me to free up space and introduce the Synergy Mixed Tag Team titles, because I don't like to overdo it and saturate leagues with too many titles. So I figured to make way for a new one, which I felt was a warranted one in the mixed tag team scenario, I had to unify two of the singles titles. So again, now the Wicked Wayward champion, which is currently Lightning Tiger, is going on to face the Eliminator X champion, which is currently Denise Destiny, in a unification match to become the first ever Extreme Desolation World Champion at Wicked City Chaos 2. Says that the Lightning Kings will win the tag tournament and recapture the Mayhem tag titles, that they've overcome a lot since being here, including having their headquarters burned down, hit with acid, and set on fire. All three of those things coming at the hands of the Fortune Men Runners. So what are your thoughts on Lightning Kings and where they stand now as far as being a team, as far as having overcome, all the shenanigans that the Fortune Men Runners try to throw at them, and Lightning Tiger's chance of becoming this first ever Extreme Desolation champion?
Yeah, I mean, I'd honestly be, when we had that one review show, and I was telling you that I was confusing these guys with Skyblade, but yeah, now that I see their full resume and I've taken some time to look back, and yeah, these guys are pretty fucking. I put them right behind Fire and Ice, man.
Yes, I have to agree.
I mean, until Daddy's Girl comes back and is in full force, yeah, they're right there. I mean, the bitches have been hot, But
Oh yeah, definitely. And right now, remember the bitches. Well, we're gonna get into that, but they're one win away from becoming the dual combat champion. So we'll
oh,
definitely get
nice.
into the bitches. Next up, we have Mike Pizzazz, current Nefarious World Heavyweight Champion. He was sitting on his recliner, sipping some Jack Daniels. Talks about Skittles and Vinny accepting his open challenge and Extreme cashing it in to make it even more of a challenge. Now it's a fatal four-way. Stipulation is a scaffold ladder match where anyone can win. Says he will not take Skittles lightly, that Vinny has never been in a high-stakes match such as this one, and that he plans on hurting Extreme Survivor. If he should lose, he will do whatever it takes to earn another shot at the title. What do you think are Mike Pizzazz's chances in this fatal four-way, especially now with the wild card that I just mentioned, Hal Uranus being the guest referee?
Now, just to break kayfabe a little bit, cashing in, does the cash in have any added weight? Is it like +1, +2?
Nope.
Nope. It's just a
No
shot.
added weight. It's a shot. We don't play that +1, +2 shit in the WWL. You got to win or don't win. There's no
Nice.
handicaps.
You just get the shot.
That's
like
it.
The shot is enough.
You get the shot and that's it. You gotta take advantage of the opportunity or get back at the line.
Nice.
So
No, I mean, obviously for Mike, I mean, it's horrible. I mean, anytime you add an extra body to your, yeah, it's horrible. What do you mean? Come on now, how do you feel? Poor Mike.
not just an extra body, but a former Nefarious champion.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Don't get me wrong, and believe me, from the way from the way I seen Hal look at Mike in the past, not good, not good.
Exactly.
So
that's gonna get crazy.
So yeah, no, definitely look forward to watching that one unfold.
Absolutely. Next up, we had an eerie mystery stable debut. Well, not really debut, kind of like a pre-debut, but apparently they're targeting the Crypt Keepers because when the Crypt Keepers were in the ring, they were about to speak. The Jumbotron cut on, and some mystery man started speaking as a bunch of scenes of a macabre warehouse of some sort started showing. Says that this is their playground, and if they like violence, then they haven't seen nothing yet. And as soon as he says this, blood starts raining down from the ceiling onto the Crypt Keepers before the camera fades to black. Flip. Who the fuck are these people and why are they targeting the Crypt Keepers in such a ridiculously sadistic way?
Oh, I don't know. But I mean, the Crypt Keepers definitely pissed off someone. So
had to be because I didn't see this coming at all.
No, I mean when you run house in that 6-man tournament, yeah, you got plenty of people you pissed off, bro. So
oh yeah, so it looks like this is a brand new faction coming in. I'm not sure who they are because
they say.
But he didn't reveal who he is. But apparently they're coming right after the Crypt Keepers. So this is another one of those scenarios where they're trying to go after the top dogs. But I don't like their chances. I'll leave it at that.
I mean, their chances have been better. I mean, coming out of the shadows. I mean, just keep coming out of the shadows. Maybe you can take one of them out.
That's probably the only way they're gonna get it done. But again, you never know because when you got people coming in that have no background or history, there's nothing to go by. So I have no idea what they're capable of, how good they are, how bad they are. So maybe they have the upper hand with this unpredictability that they have. We'll see soon enough. As if the Crypt Keepers didn't have enough on their plate right now, right? Just ask the patience. Next up, we have the Prophet, Preston Livingston, making his debut again. This is the big brother of Damian Livingston. Comes out and targets Devin Destiny, of all people. Respects his work, but claims he is too cocky and needs to be knocked down a few pegs.
The future?
His brother, yeah. It's like, holy shit, okay. So he called out Devin Destiny, man. We all know that's the golden boy of the Survivor Dynasty. So I'm not sure how Giuliano is going to take to this one, but I'm sure I'll have the God on the air soon enough to address this situation. But after this, Damian joins his little brother, begins talking about Silver Bullet getting lucky last cycle, that it won't happen again. For those that don't know, there is an ongoing series between Silver Bullet and Damian Destiny. And Damian Livingston. Now that he has his big brother here, he feels that he has to step up his game to another level, and a change will be coming to the Dark Soul. So I'm not sure how sadistic, Damian is going to get, but now that his big brother's here, it looks like he has something to prove. to his bigger brother. So I don't know if that bodes well for Silver Bullet, but we'll see. But my thing is, why go after Devin Destiny? Like, do they have history? That's what I'm interested in. You don't just go after Devin Destiny, out of the blue like that. So
Well,
we shall.
Isn't Devin Destiny the Little Bullet's brother?
Who?
Silver Bullet and Devin Destiny, aren't they like fam?
Yes and no.
Oh,
Not
okay.
direct fan, but under the Survivor umbrella, yes, you can say
Oh,
that.
okay. There you go. So he's going after the stablemate.
Must be. So this is gonna get interesting. Next up, Flip, you got served. So we'll break the fourth
Hey,
wall.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Look. First of all, in real life, look. Wait. Look, in real life, if me, you, Jeremy Nace, and whoever else was mentioned saw 14 women running at us, and you sons of bitches ran away, you fucking pussies. But I did enjoy the fact that you guys just left me there to fucking get fed, you fucking sons of.
Oh yes. So for those that didn't read it, it's a hysterical write-up. Felicity has some backup. There's a bunch of women just put a number on Flip, basically shut him up, fucked him up, beat him up, shoved the sandwich down his throat, stripped him naked, wrapped him in pink duct tape, recorded it, and uploaded this shit to social media. Oh, Flip, what have you done, man? I'm sorry, what has blank check Flip done? Who would have thought a simple sandwich reference could cause this much violence? Only in the WWL.
Oh, nice. Good times, brother. Good times.
All you asked him to do is make you a sandwich. What's wrong with that?
A simple request. A simple request.
Oh, me, man. Damn.
And just to make sure it was all a part of the trash talk, I made sure I included every. I sent it all in. Like, here you go. Yeah, they're like.
That shit was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. All right, next up we had Skittles. He admits he hasn't done much since beating Extreme, but says at least he is active every cycle, unlike others, throwing shade. Says Vinny and others are getting special treatment. Says that starting this cycle, he will start earning his respect. I think he did. He won a title this cycle finally, and but again, he's one of those people that I feel. Hold on. Not right now, Mama. Hold on. Not right now. Oh my God, my little daughter. Hold on. All right, hello.
Yep.
Yeah, she's trying. She jimmied the door to come in. Talking about I'm taking a bath. Wait. You better wait. Oh shit! What was I up to? I was on Skittles. All right. I could start from. So I would say he did earn his respect. He did pick up a title this cycle. But again, he was one of the people I referenced earlier that he's been talking about people getting favors and earning favors. And he was the one saying he would rather have a one-on-one shot with Pizzazz. But listen, again, you got an opportunity. Even though people issue open challenges, I am the one who approves them. So I did approve him getting that open challenge from Mike Pizzazz. He is in the Nefarious Championship match. So to me, it's one of those things, like I said, if you got an opportunity, take the opportunity, earn your respect. It is what it is. I don't want to hear the crying or the bullshitting. You signed the WWL contract for a reason, to prove yourself. Here's your chance to do that. So if Skittles wants that respect, now's his chance to get it. And then let him worry about the RoboCat and owning the pussy later on. Next up, everyone's...
That's not going to go well, let me tell you.
No, it's not. I know it's not. Trust me. Next up, we had the IWA's resident psychopath, Phantom Striker. Says he's heard that Dark America can't wait to welcome him back, but by doing so, they have signed their death warrants. The war is officially on, and that there is no winning when you dance with the devil and his bitch. That's his favorite tag. That's one of my favorite fucking monikers. And I gotta say, Dark America, maybe they bit off more than they can chew. They've already had wars with Stryker. They've tried to do everything that they possibly could to Stryker and couldn't keep him down. I don't know what's going to be any different this time. I know I did have Bishop on the air not too long ago, and he did say that he has a rejuvenated army, some brand new people that came just because of Stryker. So that says a lot about Stryker, that one person comes back and it sends another manager to have to regroup and kind of restructure his team just to combat that one person. I don't know where this is gonna go, but it's good luck to Dark America with that one, because remember, it's not just Striker; it is the agents as well.
Oh yeah,
Next up,
Striker's like just like a big piece of shit.
with a bat. He's a piece of shit with a bat.
all the agents are little flies just hovering around him. So watch out, man. Watch out, Dark America. Don't step on the piece of shit.
That's it. Next up, we had a mystery symbol. There's a quick one. Mystery symbol appeared and then disappeared. It looks similar to the Undertaker's. So it's similar to that kind of logo. I'm not sure exactly who this is or what's happened.
I'm glad. Again, you know what? I'm glad you said that. I thought it was the Prince symbol, Dick. I'm like,
I can see the resemblance. But apparently we're gonna have a new superstar, another superstar debut. And again, this gets me excited when I see these, mystery things popping up here and there, because it means somebody's on the way. That's just more business for the WWF. Next up, we had Tanya.
Wait, hey, you're missing something, bro. And I'm gonna stop you right there, because we had a special like video feed that came through from the underworld with regards to that person. And you didn't see it? Oh. It said he's coming. He's coming.
That's right. We had that viral, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Well, he's coming. Everything. I think he told everybody to rest in peace. That shit was awesome. I hope we see more stuff like that. But again, he's gonna debut really soon, so I'm super excited about that. So next up, we have Tanya E. Dangerously. She was a special commentator during a Taboo Tuesday. Apparently, the Pure Heart women were going to make an announcement saying that they would be entering the tag team tournament that's about to take place for the Dual Combat Championship. And Tanya gets out of her chair and then enters the ring. She apparently thought that she and Abigail, because I believe a few cycles ago they were going to be the ones to enter this tournament together. I guess the Pure Hearts had a change of heart and they dropped Tanya from the equation. So things got pretty heated. Yeah, things got pretty heated, and it led to the Pure Hearts getting blindsided by LAX. That's a new group. It's not, well, they're part of the league, but they form like their own little group. It's a tag team now. All of them triple power bombed Abigail. Rhonda makes a save with a chair, clears out the ring. Backstage, this was after everything happened. Tanya said that no one turns on her and gets away with it. Ends up celebrating with LAX and Las Mas Sexy. So apparently, looks like Tanya E. Dangerously and all the people that are under her newly formed faction, which again is going to get revealed next cycle. They kind of just started celebrating over what happened, and I'm pretty sure this spells bad news for the Pure Heart sisters. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen after this, but apparently, there's going to be a brand new feud brewing with this whole, Pure Hearts versus, I guess, either LAX or the new, I believe it's going to be Dangerous Alliance. I don't want to, go out there and say that's exactly what it is, but I'm pretty sure it's Dangerous Alliance. So let's see where that one goes. So
the kitchen is where it's going.
Get the cold cuts ready.
Oh, man.
Put them on, heroes. All right, next up, this one I really liked. The Bitches. They've been very vocal lately, Ariana, Spooks, and Centricity. And they're basically talking about Las Mas Sexy continuing to switch members during the Sinister 7 series. Pretty much saying it doesn't matter who the fuck you put in. It's almost like Las Mas Sexy's kind of been using like a Freebird rule where they're just swapping out members. And the Bitches haven't said anything about it because they keep continuing to win. So now this time, apparently they have requested next match, which is round 5 of the Sinister 7 series. So this could be it. This could be the nail in the coffin. We could have new Dual Combat champions next cycle. They want a House of Horrors match. Now, for those listening, if you're not into what the House of Horrors match is, you're in for a treat. This is something that's been pretty exclusive to the infection and the virus people over the years. And this is where the infection goes over the top, and it's really a anything goes thing. Anyone that I've ever seen get caught in a House of Horrors match has never come out the same person. Something always happens that breaks the will of whoever it is that's facing those people during these matches. So as far as Las Mas Sexy goes, I'm not sure, how they're going to come out at the end of this, win or lose, because again, a House of Horrors matches is something unique. is something that really challenges you, not only physically, but more mentally because of the psychotic shit that the infection thinks of during these matches. So don't be surprised if you hear or read about some of these things taking place during this match that might shock you, because there's definitely going to be a lot of shock value when it comes to being involved in one of these House of Horrors matches. So I'm really looking forward to that. And again, next cycle, we could have brand new dual combat champions, and it could be the bitches. What do you think of that, Flip?
I'm getting a double with cheese. You're like extra, like
With
what?
everything, stack that bitch high.
Man.
Oh man, so yeah, again, this could be the nail in the coffin for Last Man Sexy, but you never know. They do have one victory in the series, so they do have a chance of bouncing back. But right now, down 3-1 and entering a House of Horrors match, the odds aren't that good for you. So we'll see what happens.
That would be frightening, dude. If I, just out of nowhere, just a double just came out of.
Oh
Nothing
man,
scarier than that, bro.
that's frightening shit.
Oh man.
So next up, speaking of cheese and sandwiches, Stephen Q. Urkel, the big cheese himself, officially addresses Squeaky, calling him out for the No One Safe pay-per-view and accepts the challenge. Also speaks about wanting the title shot that Mayhem promised him. So for those that don't remember, at the conclusion of the pay-per-view match where Stephen Q won the Fatal 4-Way Hell in the Cell, I did tell him if he did win that match, he was going to get a shot at the Mayhem title. Not this coming cycle, but the cycle after Wicked City Chaos, the first Turnbuckle Thursday that takes place after that, he is going to get a shot at the Desolation Championship. So whoever comes out of that unification match that's about to take place between Denise and Lightning King for the Extreme Desolation Championship, they will have to face immediately the next cycle Stephen Q. Urkel in a steel cage match for that title. So it's going to be one of those 24-hour celebrations, and then they got to get back into the ring, and then it's to face Stephen Q. Urkel. We already know how he does in these cage matches. He's already 1-for-1. So I'm not going to put it past the Big Cheese to walk out of there as a new Extreme Desolation champion. So, and actually getting some momentum heading in to the No One Safe pay-per-view as a champion, and setting himself up for one of the main event matches during that pay-per-view. So let's see what happens with the Cheese Man.
Yeah, I mean, you were asking, a couple days ago, earlier in the show,
48 hours ago.
But Squeaky, being a rat and all, he gets around,
genetically mutated rat.
Yeah. And he gets around, when he's, just exploring. So, he found it interesting. He found it very, very interesting that he ran into Urkel, because he never went through a portal or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and he's walking around. He's just like, so yeah. There's a lot of questions to be answered. And like I said, so
I'm sure they will be answered soon.
Oh man, I love it. So yeah, so just the lack of portals is raising probably the biggest question. And
exactly.
So.
And I did mention that earlier. So it's one of those things of how are these people going back and forth between Wicked City and the LNL world. So we will find out soon enough.
Yep.
Next up, we have Vicious Vinny Valentino. Feels it should be a one-on-one match between him and Mike, but understands that a Fatal 4-Way is best for business, and that he finally gets to cross paths with Extreme Survivor. Apparently, Extreme Survivor has been on his bucket list. He's finally going to get that opportunity, albeit in a Fatal 4-Way, and he vows to walk out of Wicked City Chaos 2 as the new Nefarious World Heavyweight Champion. Now, again, Vinny Valentino has been on a nice roll lately, and he has earned a shot at this. Even though it was an open challenge, he was setting himself up already for a Nefarious title match, so it kind of coincided, and everything fell into place. So this is his chance. Just like I said earlier with Skittles, this could be his chance as well. Or again, it could be Extreme, making the most of his cash in for the Calamity briefcase. So I don't know, man. This Fatal 4-Way could go any way, if you ask me. What do you think is going to walk out the new Nefarious champion?
Haven't I been the biggest supporter of Mr. Stephen Q. Urkel from the beginning?
Yeah, but he's not.
Why? You know what? I don't care. He's walking out of this motherfucking match, homie.
If I gotta put money on anybody, to be honest, I'm making these predictions. I think that Extreme Survivor is going to reclaim the title and become the first two-time Nefarious World Heavyweight Championship. That's my thoughts, but I could be wrong. We will see. I just don't think he's gonna cash in advance like that and then waste this opportunity. I just don't see it happening. Maybe he's gonna stoop to some crazy level and get this done. When he's hearing those voices in his head, anything's possible. So, it remains to be seen what happens there.
So we got Survivor, we got Vicious Vinny Valentino, we got
Skittles, and we have the defending champion, of course, Mike Pizzazz.
Skittles. That's who I was confused.
Guest referee, Hal Uranus.
Nice.
Can't forget that.
Hal Uranus is walking out then, champion.
He might find a way, right?
Yeah. You didn't read the Calamity contract well enough, or whatever.
Fine, it's in the details. So next
you didn't know it was Melvin De Jesus McMahon running this show.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, brother. Next up, we're gonna get into some of your write-ups, Flip, and we had a bunch of them. And I commended you at the beginning of the show for your amazing comeback and your return to form, which I've been loving. And I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's saying that behind the scenes, that they're really glad to see you back to full form.
Look, let's just wrap it up. Let's just wrap it up by saying this: whatever you've seen on Facebook got thrown in there because we wanted to make it part of the canon. There's some people that for whatever reason aren't on Facebook, don't see Facebook enough, maybe missed an interaction, maybe thought I was picking on just the sandwich makers, didn't see that I was giving it to one of the and that's just the side that you guys get to see here in the Wicked more.
Exactly, and LNL is a whole nother story.
Oh yeah.
But again, that's going to be for another podcast. If anything, it's probably going to be me and Brandon on a joint podcast, doing a joint Trash Talk edition, which I'm really looking forward to. That's going to be something exciting. So that'll be down the pipeline pretty soon, actually.
And just to put it out there, I mean, I know I said it the last time. Of course, this is in character because in real life, I'm a bigger son of a bitch.
You're just downplaying it for the.
We gotta tone it down. Gotta tone it down for you. Bring it down a notch,
But so real quickly, since we're not gonna get into, again, like Flip said, everything was pretty much there already. He just threw it in there, but we did have Perfecto saying where's you suck and where's the duck at, to be continued. We had, I believe this was Survivor Hunter spray painting over me. Correct me if I'm wrong. Who was that spray painting over my face? And that's when I was fat. I'm not fat anymore.
You know what? Then he was doing you a favor. You was fat.
That's the old man.
well, look. Check it out. If he would have been focused on the matches, maybe they would have won.
I guess so. See, they spray painting people that and it's not. So, but we had somebody spray painting me. We also had, of course, the Slap Kabuki free membership. If you haven't already, go up to him and give him a nice slap in the face.
Nice. But we want everybody in the Wicked Wars to be a member.
That's right. We also had everyone's favorite piece of pussy calling out Skittles, and I'm speaking of none other than RoboCat. We did speak on that briefly earlier. They also called out the Flamingos, asking if the Flamingos are the biggest pussies here. Not sure if they saw.
Now, just to give a little bit of a backstory on RoboCat. So. RoboCat, his little story goes something along the lines where he actually worked on Squeaky first. So he's the one that genetically mutated Squeaky. So Squeaky's all fucked up because of RoboCat. So, but Squeaky goes into giant form. He's smarter. He's just he's a super rat, but he doesn't talk.
He's kind of like what's that guy? What's his from Flash, Gorilla Zod, Gorilla some shit. What the fuck's his name?
Fuck, nice. Okay, yeah. I know
like Grodd or whatever the fuck his name is.
Nice.
Just
okay. And so RoboCat thinks he can get himself. He's just naturally a pussy cat, so he's just naturally a big pussy. Thinks he can somehow, some way, you know, get enough, AI and enough cyborg in him, and that he, just be indestructible. So Squeaky helps him out, and I think and I think I'll send it into the Wicked Wars because I thought it was a pretty good one where it shows him going through the transformation. So I'm, keep your eyes out. It'll be in the next Wicked Wars, just to give a little backstory. So bring this LNL Wicked Wars feud a little deeper. so that somebody realizes where the laser rockets out of my ass are. I know I don't have a penis controller.
It'll all make sense. But it's gonna be good to see the way these backstories play out for both LNL and also for for LNL from the Wicked Wars standpoint. They're getting introduced to all our characters, so I'm pretty sure they're getting excited to see all these write-ups and seeing who these people are that are going in there and just beating the shit out of their wrestlers.
Yeah, needless to say, there's a big intrigue and a big fans coming around getting to know the beast. I can't even pronounce it.
Le Guavadan.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah.
Close. Le Guavadan.
Yeah, keep trying.
Whatever
keep trying.
the fuck it is.
Les incompetents.
Le Wolf. Let's just call it Le Wolf.
You're done. You're done. Guess who the first one? Guess the first one's getting eaten. Yeah, New Milk.
Le Mayhem.
Nice.
Shit. So yeah, things are really getting starting to heat up with this whole No One Safe pay-per-view. That's probably the most exciting thing going on right now outside of Wicked City Chaos 2. And obviously LNL just came off their body count pay-per-view, which is a great success on their behalf. So a lot of things just going straight into No One Safe. And I'm super excited about it, really looking forward to it and the way this is all gonna play out. I mean, if you ask me right now, and I know this is going to change, probably going to be a back and forth until the actual pay-per-view, but it looks like the WWO so far has the upper hand right now. With everything going on, I think we're more on the offensive right now, but obviously
I think if you look back, to the year up until, if you go back 12 cycles, the LNL has captured more IWA report hits. So I'm just saying.
Well, guess what?
Just saying.
That doesn't mean shit.
I'm just saying. Hey.
Just like last night.
It may not mean, but I'm just saying.
Hey, we could go that route, but if that's the case, this last cycle we had 3 representatives. You guys had none, so and let me put that out there. So it goes both ways. Flip. This is gonna be a great war.
You know what I heard, and this is just something that I heard. Because. It wasn't necessarily, not the, but again, this is the Wicked War, so we do this kind of stuff. So I heard that this isn't necessarily a war. It's just the LNL ran out of other people to eat, so just like a LNL feeding frenzy.
Well, listen, if they're that hungry, you know who you can send them to for some sandwiches, buddy. All right, if they're that hungry. Let them go have some sandwiches, and we know just people to make them, right?
They're coming for everyone in the Wicked.
Oh man, so yeah, that pretty much wraps up the trash talk. And again, we had a lot this cycle. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. This is just going to be a great summertime, like you said. And we didn't even touch on the whole Get How They Campeones. We're going to do that on another podcast. WWL's team is locked in. I believe another 5 are already locked in. So 6 teams total as of right now. At
the time,
more coming on.
At the time we're recording this, 6 officially. Awesome. And then we have 2 more that are just like 1 or 2 people away. So it's nice. Glad to see everyone come together.
Absolutely, man. So again, a lot of things going on for the Wars League. To me, this is obviously the best year we've had so far. And it's only getting better, man. So many things are happening. So many things coming down the pipeline between these pay-per-views. It's really looking promising right now. So to anybody that's not involved right now in the No One Safe pay-per-view, I'm hoping you guys jump in. I know there are a couple managers that are about to send some firing shots at the LNL. Some really good ones are coming down the pipeline. Probably as soon as this weekend, you might see some stuff before this weekend's out, maybe before today's out. You might see some new stuff posted there. So it's gonna get that's for sure. I'm not gonna say who the clear winner is. Obviously, I'm biased. I'm gonna say Wicked Wars is gonna win, but I'm not gonna put nothing past the LNL. That's a crazy group of monsters they got over there under Brandon's umbrella. So it's gonna be a good one, Brandon. Get ready. You want to piss on my logo? All right. All right, buddy. Watch what I do to Balin, buddy. I'm gonna leave it at that.
You're like it's coming.
You might get embarrassed. But so yeah, before we wrap this up, Flip, you got any parting words for our adoring fans?
I just want to make sure Big Daddy Johnson, whatever happens to Daddy's Girl 2, it's going on Melvin's tab, so just he already cleared it.
Yeah, I took care of that. Don't worry about it.
He said no one's safe. He's all like, I got you. Don't even trip. So
don't even worry about that. All fees are covered, buddy. But yeah, man. So Flip, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show, man. Again, congrats on your first regional win in WWL in 28 tries. Congrats on coming back. Congrats on officially returning to form. This is really, I mean this is sincerely. It's great to have you back the way you are right now. You always, whenever you're on your A game, man, you inject some much needed, some hype into the league, and not just this league, but all the other leagues that you're involved in as well. So it's good to see you bringing a lot of these leagues together and, gearing up for this Guerra de Campeones, participating in all the back and forth with LNL, WWL, and any other leagues that you're a part of. So glad to have you back, Flip. To anyone that's listening out there, again, if you want to get on this podcast, just hit me up on Facebook Messenger, hit me up via email, and we'll get you on here. I do have, I think, 2 podcasts coming up soon within the next week. So, and one of them is going to be from a manager we haven't heard yet, and I'm super excited to have this person on the air. So if everything works out, schedules permit, we're going to have somebody that I'm pretty sure everyone has been wanting to hear from. So super excited about that. So until next time, everybody, take care. Be safe out here in these crazy times we're living in. And until next time, peace.
Peace.